when pundits started pronouncing in mid-November that blue America and red America were gone and the United States of America was back, and this is a sea change, a realignment in American politics, and Virginia and North Carolina and Nevada and New Mexico are now blue, I was thinking, you know, what are they smoking? That's not what's happening here. That's not what's happening here. And unfortunately, that's not what's happening here. We are a very deeply divided country. I don't see that changing anytime soon because I think the sources of that polarization are profound. They have to do with generational change. They have to do with the media, the explosion of the internet, of digital technology, of the degree to which we read our little, you know, this.com or that.com. It has to do, I think, with the replacement of the industrial economy by the digital economy. The digital economy is one where we can live where we want to live. The industrial economy made us move all over the country, to ports, to rivers, because those were the jobs were. And I think that because we can now live more where we want to live, the country is becoming more segmented socially and geographically. As many of you probably know, New England doesn't send one Republican congressman to Washington, not one. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, that's not good. You go out to the Mountain West and you find pretty much the opposite. The states there don't send a single Democrat to Congress. And when, historically speaking, those kinds of divisions have emerged, we have trouble. You know, what was probably the most important change that led to the outbreak of the Civil War? It was that the Democratic Party became the party of the South and the Republican Party the party of the North after 1855. And prior to that time, the parties had strong constituencies in both parts of the country. But when our parties and our regions are homogeneous, then no party has an incentive to reach out to the center. And that's kind of, I think, where we are today. So I think Obama is courageous for trying. I think he was a little bit naive in believing that it was about Bush not being nice to Democrats. I think he actually believed that if he had lunch with George Will, if he had lunch with David Brooks, and then he brought the Republican leadership to the Roosevelt room, that everything would be good again. But that's not what's happened. So the only thing I would say, you know, is what could he do? Continue to try to reach out, tack to the center. When he negotiates with Tehran, see if he can get Brent Scowcroft or James Baker to go. In other words, try to get a Republican imprint on this. But it's going to be an uphill battle.